Hello guys, welcome to my channel on Spun Tales. Many people believe a very interesting fact. The Great Wall of China can be seen from the moon with the naked eye. It's a claim many of us have heard since childhood. It sounds exciting and almost magical that something humans built thousands of years ago is so huge that astronauts could see it from space. But is this really true? Or is this just a myth that everyone keeps repeating without checking if it's correct? Today, we are going to explore this topic in a simple and clear way and find the real answer behind this famous claim. This belief did not start recently. It actually began long before humans ever traveled into space. The idea can be traced back to the 18th and 19th centuries. Writers and explorers at that time described the Great Wall with dramatic language because it was one of the largest structures ever built by humans. One writer even suggested it could be seen from the moon, and slowly more people repeated the idea. Since no one could prove it wrong, it spread into conversations, books, newspapers, and eventually school lessons. After years of repetition, people simply accepted it as a fact. To understand whether it is possible to see the Great Wall from the moon, we need to talk about distance. The moon is about 384,400 kilometers away from Earth. From that far away, the Earth looks small, round, and mostly smooth. From that distance, you can see large things like oceans, clouds, or maybe the outline of continents. But small, thin structures built by humans, like roads, bridges, or buildings, become impossible to see. Even though the Great Wall is long, it is not very wide. It's only about 5 to 9 meters wide, which is about the size of a small road. And because it is built with stone and earth, its color blends with the mountains and ground around it. This means the wall does not stand out clearly from above. So what do astronauts who have actually been to space say? When astronauts from the Apollo missions traveled to the moon, people were excited to finally confirm this claim. But when Neil Armstrong, the first man on the moon, was asked about it, he said he could not see any man-made structure from the moon, including the Great Wall. Buzz Aldrin and other astronauts also gave the same answer. They said Earth looked beautiful from the moon, but they could not see walls, cities, airports, or any human-made structure with their eyes. However, the story becomes a little more interesting when we talk about space in general. The word space can mean different distances. NASA has addressed this myth multiple times, especially after astronauts began sharing real observations from space. According to NASA, the idea that the Great Wall of China is visible from the moon is not true at all. NASA explains that visibility from space depends on several factors, including contrast, width, and lighting, not just length. The Great Wall, although extremely long, blends in with the natural environment because it is made from materials like stones and soil that match the surrounding landscape. NASA also shared statements from astronauts on the International Space Station who said that even from low Earth orbit, much closer than the moon, the wall is very hard to see without using cameras or zoom lenses. NASA once joked that other man-made things, like airport runways or large roads, are actually easier to see than the Great Wall because they are wider and often lighter in color. So in simple words, NASA confirmed that the famous saying is a misconception, and while the Great Wall is an incredible structure on Earth, it isn't something astronauts can clearly spot from space with the naked eye. So why does this myth continue even after NASA denied it? One reason is that the Great Wall is huge when you stand on it. When people walk on it and see it stretch across the mountains, it feels endless. Because of that experience, it's easy to believe it must be visible from far away. Another reason is that the story sounds amazing and patriotic, like humans achieved something truly massive and unforgettable. Once the idea entered school books and trivia quizzes, it became a part of common knowledge. People repeated it without thinking about whether it made sense or not. But even though the Great Wall cannot be seen from the moon, it remains an incredible achievement. The wall took hundreds of years to build. Many Chinese dynasties repaired or extended it over time. Millions of workers, including soldiers, farmers, and prisoners, worked on it. They carried heavy stones, dug through mountains, and faced difficult weather conditions. The wall was built for protection, to guard borders, and show the strength of the empire. It is more than just a wall. It is a symbol of history, culture, and the effort of many generations. So here is the clear and simple answer. No, the Great Wall of China cannot be seen from the moon with the naked eye. And from space, it's still very difficult to see unless the viewing conditions are perfect. The idea that it is visible from the moon is a myth, a story people repeated for many years without proof. But this fact does not make the Great Wall any less impressive or meaningful. In reality, the Great Wall doesn't need to be visible from space to be special. Millions of people visit it every year and walk on it with wonder. It stands as one of the greatest human constructions ever built. Sometimes, a structure's value is not about how far away it can be seen, but about the history, effort, and meaning behind it. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new today, make sure to like, share, and comment below. Tell me what other myths or interesting facts you want me to cover next. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe for more interesting and educational content. Thank you for watching, and stay curious.